Hello and welcome, I'm Raziel, and so today I want to talk about, Maccas from the Outer Circle's rules for his Horus Heresy. I mean, if we look at it, Horus Heresy 3.0 is a boring, tedious, and downright despicably broken game. It's just horrendously done, and I have no reason to play a better game with Games Workshop models. It's just something I won't do. If I'm going to play a better game, I'm going to use a better company's models because I want to support that company over Games Workshop when it comes to good games. Especially if you give me the free rules, I'm just going to go mad and just check everything out where I can play and use whatever I want. And, well, within reason, they've got to be sort of the same scale, obviously. So, first things first, let's talk about where Loyalist Astartes, and this is going to be mostly Loyalist Astartes, by the way. And, well, I was thinking, you know what? Tesla bots for Wild West Exodus would be pretty cool, but I think I will wait until I see the Mechanicum rules on that one to see what I can use. But I will be looking at the Mechanicum data sheets as well. But however, that's not even a grammatically accurate term. However, going with Loyalist Astartes, I think I'm going to look at Enforcers for Mantic as a main base. So this isn't going to be just Enforcers, just so you know. It's going to be many other armies within, and why I would use these models in particular. And so, but mostly Enforcers. That's going to be the main baseline for it. And also Mantic tend to be a lot cheaper and are really fun to kit bash. So, my first protocol would be the Enforcer Strike Force. Now, this is a pretty good box. You get, let's have a quick look, you get 20 plastic Enforcers, so you got your 2 troop choices right there. 5 plastic Peacekeepers are your Terminators as an elite, your Peacekeeper Captain, your HQ, your Accuser Interceptor, which is a fast attack, which I'd use as a siphon, and 4 plastic Jet Bikes, which I would make into 1 more HQ, basically got dude on a bike, and, you know, either Sky Hunters or Outriders. Now, first things first, like I said, this box is really cool because there's loads of converting possibilities here. Because if you get 2 of these boxes, you can make your breaches, because you use shields from the Peacekeepers, put them on 10 Enforcers, and then you have your breaches. The Enforcers themselves are just basically your Space Marines. You give them all the same ones, but you get lots of choice of guns. So you can also make us, veterans and special weapons and some heavy support there as well. Again, it's just something you could do, and I think it's kind of cool. So you have lots of choice, and you can make lots of different models. And you have a nice, good starting base there as well. Like I said, lots of converting opportunities, lots of kit bashing opportunities to really make this army your own. The resin is not too bad to kit bash and convert. And so that would be my first protocol. Because again, you just, like I said, it's lots of variation. And then, if you get 2, like I said, if you get 2 of these boxes, you can make your breaches as well. You can make veterans as well. And then I'd go like the Pathfinder Recon Force. So you'd have your scouts here. You'd have a couple more flyers, which you can use as, I don't know what you could use them as. Scenery! Or, let's have other thing, what else? Okay, you could use them as some tanks, if you equip them well. Some rhinos. Use them as a transport choice. And stuff like that. But this is for the scouts, and, you get your console with the sniper rifle as well with that. Again, lots of converting opportunities and stuff like that. And again, it's just something you could really make this model your own, this army your own. And I think that's the best thing about when you get rules like this. You can do that. You can make your army your own. Like, you can use the Enforcer Strider as your Dreadnoughts. You can even get the Ajax Strider with a shield. And, so you got like a sniper platform for your Rapiers. And you can really have fun with it. Like, you can have monocycles for your Outriders. But again, I would just use the normal jet bikes as your Outriders anyway. Just, equip them different. And you got a Siphon Fighter as well. Like, the one thing I'm going to say, and I think needs to be said, is Lords of War are going to be the issue with Mantic. You're not going to find many Lords of War, so I'm not going to focus on them yet. I'm going to focus on Lords of War as a separate video. GCPS, is another good one if you want tanks. You can use like the Mule Transport as your rhinos. You can use the Wolverines as your Predators. Or your Rhino chassis bases like your Scorpius and whatnot. Just like I said, lots of converting here to do. You could use like the On-Guard artillery unit as a Scorpius. That would actually look pretty cool as a Scorpius, to be honest with you. And you can even get a command tank. You know, as your Damocles Rhino. Then, just to add a little bit more fun, if you want termites, you can just get the Vermin Battle Group for their termites. Their tunnelers, use those instead. And that would be your termites. So again, lots of choice here to really make a nice varied army. Use lots of different models and different factions to make a single army. And have them all look pretty much the same. To, you know, fix in with the Loyalist Legions. And yeah, that's how I would do it. This is how I would do Loyalist Legions. I would go to again, this is for Maccas, the Outer Circles, Horus Heresy rules. I would definitely go Enforcers and Mantic and add in a bit of GCPS. And there's some Forge Father tanks you can use as your Sicarians as well. Just again, some kit bashing for the turrets and the sponsons using their tanks. And it means you get this nice, cool looking varied army. Your armoured tanks will look super armoured, like your Sicarian will look super armoured because, well, it's a Forge Father tank. Your Predator will look cool because it's the Wolverine. Your transports are going to look cool because they're like the Tauruxes but with wheels. Or flying if you're using the combat drones. You got a flyer there. You've got so much choice for such a little price, and you're going to build a very cool looking army. And that's the thing. This is what I think these games are about. This is what I think wargaming should be about. Is having the coolest looking army you can get. Not the most powerful, not the strongest, the coolest looking. Something that's definitely something that's you. That's personal to you. You know, it's your army. You're not going to see another army like this, I should say, anywhere else. So yeah, I'd go Mantic and just, you know, have lots of fun with it, and where you try out Maccas rules. Don't go to Games Workshop, and that's it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you all again soon, and have a great day. If you wish to save money on your wargaming, of course, there's Whaling Games down below for up to 20% off and free delivery after £20. There is Forbidden Planet. For comics, mangas, toys, plushies, DVDs, Blu-rays, all that really cool stuff. There's my merchandise as well, if you wish to support me more personally. There's t-shirts, stickers, comics, all that's down below as well. For Skyforge, good friend of mine, so let's get him up the Google algorithm. And finally, Patreon, because business. Bye-bye.